Namaste bachcho. Today we'll continue this exercise part of chapter number 12, that is from page number 76, and here the third exercise is Bahuvachan banaiye. That means you have to change these given words into plural form. So the given words are ka chidiya means bird, kha budiya old lady, ga dibbiya box, gha gudiya doll. Second column ka mala garland, kha nauka boat, ga shakha branch, ga kavita poem. Now we have to change these given words into plural form, that is Bahuvachan. Let's check the answer. So the plural forms are ka चिड़िया, खा बुढ़िया, गा डिब्बिया, घा गुड़िया. Second column का मालाए, खा नौकाए, गा शाखाए. Last one कविताए. So this is the spelling for plural form of these given words. Fourth exercise is रंग बिरंगी चिड़िया हरी हरी घास. So here Rang birangi means colorful and chidiya means birds. Hari hari means green green, ghas means grass. So these words rang birangi, hari hari. So these denote the qualities of a thing, like the birds are colorful, the grass is green. So the words that denote the qualities of a thing or a person is known as adjective. And in Hindi, we say Visheshan Shabd. So here the question is, निम्नलिखित शब्दों में से विशेषण शब्द छाट कर लिखिए. So you have to write the adjective words of these given words. And the given words are ka, mukhya, dwar. So here mukhya means main, dwar means gate or door. So you have to select the adjective. Kha, kritim jheel. Kritim means artificial, jheel means lake. Ga, jangli pashu, wild animals. Gha, Japani nauka, Japanese boat. Nga, safed batake, white ducks. Cha, meetha swar, sweet sound. So here you have to write the adjectives. Now let's check the answer. So the adjective words are ka, mukhya, खा कृत्रिम, गा जंगली, घा जापानी, nga सफेद, cha मीठा. So these are the adjective words and in Hindi we say Visheshan Shabd. Now let's move on to the fifth exercise. प्रश्न है, वाक्य को सही ढंग से पढ़ने और समझने के लिए हमें कुछ चिन्हों की आवश्यकता होती है जिन्हें हम विराम चिन्ह कहते हैं. So to read and understand any sentence, we need to know about punctuation marks. So in Hindi, we say viram chin. So here in your textbook, you can see there are 8 punctuation marks given. So the first one is purna viram. And in English, we say full stop. And we write a dot in English language. But for Hindi language, we write a standing line. And this we write when we complete a sentence. For example, he is going to London. So this is a complete sentence and we end this sentence with a dot. So this we write in English language and for Hindi, we write a standing line. Next punctuation mark is Prashnavachak Chin. That means question mark. So we use this mark to end a sentence and when we ask any question. For example, what is your name? So this is a question. We are asking that person's name. So we write question mark. Next example is he going to London? So we are asking, is he going to London? So we write question mark. And in Hindi, we say Prashnavachak Chin. Next one is Vismaya Bodhak Chin. That means exclamation mark. So we use this to express sudden feelings. For example, so sweet. So we write here exclamation mark. Next example is thank you so much. So here also we use exclamation mark. In Hindi we say Vismaya Bodhak Chin. Next one is comma. In Hindi we say Alp Viram, and we use this sign to give a short pause in a sentence, and we also use this to separate items from the list. For example, Amit, comma, come here. So here we are giving a short pause after Amit. Once again, Amit, comma, come here. Next one, you can see here 3 items are there. Pen is there, pencil is there, and a box is there. So to separate these items, we use comma. I have a pen, comma, a pencil and a box. So the left out item is box. That's why we use and there instead of comma. Once again, Amit, come here. Second example, I have a pen, a pencil and a box. In Hindi, we say Alp Viram for comma. Next one is Yojak Chin. That means hyphen. And we use this to join more than one word. And here you can see an example, self-made. 2 words are there, and to join this we use hyphen. You can see here this hyphen is a short sign, and we write this hyphen with no space between the words. Self-made, part-time, sister-in-law. So here you can see no space are there. In Hindi, we say this Yojak Chin, that is hyphen. Next punctuation mark is dash. In Hindi, we say Nirdeshak Chin. Here, we use this dash sign to indicate a range. For example, in the year 1914 to 1918. So this is a range. We are showing that from the year 1914 to 1918. That's why we use here dash. And when we compare this hyphen and dash, you can see hyphen is short and dash is longer than hyphen. So this dash in Hindi we say Nirdeshak Chin. Now next one is quotation marks. In Hindi we say Uddharan Chin. So in quotation mark we have double inverted comma and single inverted comma. Double inverted comma we say Dohra Uddharan. Dohra means 2. So example is he said I am your best friend. We use this double inverted comma when we say someone else's word, like this is a direct speech, I am your best friend, and these words were said by someone else. For example, he said, so that person said, I am your best friend. That's why we write this I am your best friend within double inverted comma. Next one is single inverted comma, and in Hindi we say Ekhara Udharan. So whenever we want to give a stress or highlight a word in a sentence, we use this single inverted comma. For example, I am reading my book Imagination. So imagination is the name of the book, and we are highlighting this word imagination. So we write this word within single inverted comma. Once again, I am reading my book Imagination, full stop. In Hindi, we say Ekhara Udharan. Now, next one is semicolon, and we say Ardh Viram. So we use this to give a pause in a sentence and also to indicate a separation between parts or members of a sentence. So here you can see an example. I called him on 25th, Monday, 28th, Thursday, 30th, Saturday, and so on. So there are many commas and it's creating a lot of confusion, and this is not the correct way to write the sentence. The correct form is I called him on 25th comma Monday. Then we will write a semicolon which denotes this 25th Monday is a single day. Next one is 28th comma Thursday, and this is the second day. So after that we will write a semicolon. Third one is 30th comma Saturday. So this is the third day and we are separating it with a semicolon and so on. Once again, I called him on 25th comma Monday, semicolon, 28th comma Thursday, semicolon, 30th comma Saturday, semicolon, and so on. So if we write this way, we can understand that there are 3 days, Monday, Thursday and Saturday. So this is the use of semicolon, and in Hindi we say ardh viram. So here in page number 77 you can see a question. निम्नलिखित वाक्यों में एक खरा उदाहरण चिन्ह, that is single inverted comma, और दोहरा उदाहरण चिन्ह, that is double inverted comma लगाइए. So you have to use these two quotation marks. The sentences are, the first one, हम अपनी पुस्तक संकल्प पढ़ रहे हैं, and the meaning is I am reading my book संकल्प. So now you have to write the correct quotation mark. Second sentence, खा, माँ ने कहा यह पाठ जोर जोर से पढ़ो. So mother said read this chapter loudly. So this is a direct speech. Third sentence, गा, मेरे दादाजी बोले मैं भी तुम्हें चिड़ियाघर ले जाऊंगा. So the meaning is my grandfather said I will also take you to the zoo. So this is also direct speech which was said by grandfather. Last sentence, गा, मेरी दादी जी ने गीता रामचरितमानस दोनों पुस्तकें पढ़ी हैं. So my grandmother has read Gita and Ramcharitmanas books. Now you have to use the correct quotation mark, that is either double inverted comma or single inverted comma. Now let's check the answer. The first one, का, हम अपनी पुस्तक संकल्प पढ़ रहे हैं. So we are highlighting this name of the book, Sankalp. That's why we are writing within single inverted comma. Second one, खा, माँ ने कहा, mother said, comma, यह पाठ जोर जोर से पढ़ो. So this is a direct speech. That's why we are writing within double inverted comma. यह पाठ जोर जोर से पढ़ो. Third one, गा, मेरे दादाजी बोले. So my grandfather said. So this is also a direct speech. That's why we are writing within double inverted comma. मैं भी तुम्हें चिड़ियाघर ले जाऊंगा. Last one, घा, मेरी दादी जी ने गीता रामचरितमानस दोनों पुस्तकें पढ़ी है. So here we are giving a stress or highlighting the two names of the book. One is Gita and the other one is Ramcharitmanas. That's why we are writing them within single inverted comma. So this was the exercise of Bhasha Gyan. Now let's move on to the next one, Rachnatmak Abhivyakti. Here you can see two questions are there. First one, चिड़ियाघर जाकर आप किन विशेष पशु पक्षियों को देखना चाहेंगे और क्यों? लिखिए. So which special birds or animals would you like to see at a zoo? So you have to write the answer in your notebook and upload in Teens. Second question, हमें पशुओं की रक्षा के लिए क्या क्या करना चाहिए? So what should we do to protect the animals? So this answer also you have to write it in your notebook and upload in Teens. So you can write either in English or Hindi language. आज के लिए बस इतना ही. अब हम अगली क्लास में मिलेंगे. धन्यवाद.